What's going on, everybody? My name's Alex Stewart, and I am an alumni of the Kappa Zeta chapter of Pike here at U of L. A couple years ago, my senior year, I actually founded Spin for Steven with the help of my entire chapter behind me. And so just to give you guys a little bit of background on the event, we had a philanthropy that existed for a while before that, and it really wasn't too successful. And so we kind of were looking at ways to make our chapter better, and one of the things that we looked at immediately was our philanthropy. And so we thought of a bunch of ideas, but the very first one that came to our mind and the one that meant the most to us was actually benefiting the Steven Vanover Foundation. And so we took one of our old events, kind of changed the name around, changed who it benefited. It turned into Spin for Steven, and then everyone immediately got behind it. Being the very first person that planned it, I was super nervous to see what would happen. And then the weeks going up to it, I just started getting more and more excited just seeing how the numbers went. We had a goal of $10,000 being raised and 500 people signing up, and we had 601 people sign up and $18,000. So every expectation that I had was exceeded with flying colors. So you guys may be wondering a little bit about Steven because this event actually is for him. So to tell you guys, he graduated back in May of 2013. And then a couple months later, that December, he was diagnosed with desmoplastic small round cell tumor, which is a rare sarcoma. And then that next March in 2015, that was actually when he passed. But that is not at all what defined his life here on Earth or his battle at all. Being now a friend of the Vanovers, I've heard so many stories from him. He's impacted so many people in the community in different ways. And just to tell you guys a little bit about Steven, what type of person he was, he actually made a bucket list as he was fighting his battle. So he wanted to get engaged to his girlfriend at the time, Lauren Rocky. He wanted to continue to go to U of L sporting games, and he was also a huge musician, so he wanted to have some sort of concert. He got engaged to his girlfriend. He continued to go to U of L sports, and then he had a concert on the rooftop of the hospital for all the nurses and staff and all of his friends and family. And so Steven was just someone on campus that either everyone knew or everyone wanted to know him. He was just that type of person, and everyone knew someone that was exactly like him. And so he didn't lean back from and grow weak from his battle that he was having, but he leaned into it. He leaned more into life. And I think that that's really what's inspired